Hello everyone. This video is to continue on from the question video about the Venus Project. Now I've gotten 9 questions here from 2 users, which kinda is disappointing me because I have 91 subscribers on Coolass222 and 1 subscriber on Modern Sector, and I only got 9 questions from 2 users put together. I might do this video again if I get enough responses to this video, but I'm just gonna have to deal with what I got. So, let's get started. Question 1. One of the key elements of being human is our ability to express ourselves. To me, the VP city models look like a gigantic retirement home. How can we live in cities and still maintain our freedom of expression? Well, I don't know exactly what he's asking. If he's asking about the buildings, how are we supposed to show our expression in the buildings, or if he's talking about socially. On the buildings level, well, you can probably build whatever you want, renovate your house as you want, but there's going to be standard models out there that are going to be best suited to withstand weather, to withstand earthquakes, floods, and a bunch of other stuff. But you could probably renovate on the inside. Of course, you can have what type of products you want, so on and so forth. On a social level, it's the exact same thing, except there will be one little small thing where when it comes to killing somebody or being a total douche, most people won't accept that. When you're killing somebody, you're most likely going to be put up in a mental institution, and if you're being a douche, well, you won't be accepted by the society much. But there's really nothing to restrict your freedom of expression in either the building sense or a social sense. Now, question 2. I feel lazy at times, and other times I'm extremely driven. With capitalism, I can empower myself and effectively buy as much time as I want. How can I be lazy in the VP cities? Now, I'm guessing when you mean buy as much time as you want, you mean if you have money, you can just laze around and it doesn't matter. When it comes to the Venus Project, it's sort of similar, but instead of being enforced by business, it's sort of enforced by morals. Like if you're in school and you're a student, you're expected to go to your classes and do your work. Of course, you don't have to go, nobody's forcing you, but on a moral aspect, you should. When it's dealing with work, for example, if you're like a scientist, they usually will want you to be there to help with the experiments. They don't want you sitting at home doing nothing. So, of course, you can be as lazy as you want, more lazy probably than in the current society because there's no money. But it is recommended by the society on a social level to be willing to do stuff, along with having more time because work is not as hard and there's less stress. You'll have more time to take off, so you'll be working still for jobs you like. So laziness, I don't know if that answers it or not. Now, question 3. The use of LSD and other hallucinogens are quite mind-expanding. I've learned many things including love, the ever-changing earth, and the unity of humanity while enjoying my experiences on LSD and others. Both the discernments of the structure of DNA and also the PCR procedure have been attributed to using LSD by their discoverers. How can we ensure the availability of mind-altering chemicals under the VP plan? When it comes to mind-altering chemicals such as marijuana, LSD, meth, a bunch of different drugs, you'll have access to them, but they won't be given access on the aspect of you won't be able to go to your average, to like a grocery store in one of the cities and get a bunch of LSD. You could grow it on a personal level if you wanted to, or make it on a personal level. You're not restricted to that because there's supposed to be no laws in the VP society. So pretty much, if you want to do it, you can do it. There's nothing restricting you. But on the same time, on a social level, some people might not accept it. So you have to also put that in perspective if it's worth doing it. And for doing the drugs, some of them are harmful, but we can't really limit you to doing them because no matter what, you'll get them even if we do post laws. So maybe if we allow legalization of it, more people will be willing to use it to help the expansion of the mind, And even though it causes harm to the body, maybe somebody will find a way to make it not so harmful. Personally, I would never use it, but that's pretty much how it would work with availability. Now, question 4. I like to work hard, but kick it too. Will I be able to enjoy douchebaggery and the VP? Now, in the Venus Project, I don't know what you mean by douchebaggery, if you can be like an asshole to your people, but again, we can't, the VP won't really dictate that. It'll be the social aspect and your morals. So really, I can't really answer that, but I guess most people would not like it, but it really just depends on the society. Question 5. In the VP films, they talk about the fact that it'll be easier to tear down the old structures and build new ones. However, there are many structures of history, like the Sphinx, pyramids, and structures in Italy, which help us teach us history. Will we be able to preserve such structures under the VP? What he's meaning is not to get rid of old structures like New York City, Toronto, or the history buildings. He means the buildings that would be created as soon as VP is implemented and we start getting into that ideology, they will easily be able to be torn down and rebuilt with a better, maybe new technology that we'll find. When it comes to old stuff, they probably won't be tear down maybe for a few little minor things, but those things will most likely become history, like a museum almost. So no, we will not be tearing old stuff down, so everything will be preserved pretty much. 6. Will the destruction of past media be implemented? How can we preserve the many works of literature that have already been written, the new works that are yet to be written? Now, this is not to take over the whole ideology. Media will still exist, the past media and current. The only thing that will change in the media that would be actually destroyed would be the ideology of the propaganda, along with media whoring of celebrities. So you'll just have it doing for fun, for your own personal wants. So that's, I don't know if that answers that question, but that's what I got. Question 7. Will I be able to explore my animal instincts if I haven't yet become civilized in the VP? Will I be able to produce scary movies? Can I have more than one wife, 3 wives? Can I participate in the acts of combat and exercise during the time before I'm civilized? Well, civilized, that's more gain on the social moral level. You can't really say the VP people, the people in power, even though there won't really be people in power, but I'll get into that at the end, or in another video, because I'm already 7 minutes in. When it comes to being civilized, there's no real choice. It's all on the moral level. And of course you can produce scary movies, watch them. You can have more than 1 or 3 wives. And you can have combat just for fun. But at the same time, I can't really say if that will be bad or will allow it, because it's on a social level. Some people might not like it, but you're not going to be limited to it. That's pretty much all you can say in that case. Will I be bombarded by mind-controlling mechanisms in the VP? Will there be mind-controlling video in the system? Simple. No. It's supposed to be a free ideology, not controlled. And last question, number 9. Question. I have watched the Zeitgeist movies, but what has never explained is if this Venus Project actually works. What is going to happen to religion? You can't take it away by force. Now, of course, this ideology can work and will work if it was implemented. The problem is that there might be a few people that are really religious freaks or into the monetary system. And slowly, that ideology will be phased out through education. It won't be forced. People can still believe in their religions. People can still have private credit that will not deal with the government, deal with business, deal with nothing. It'll just be personal. That stuff will exist if they want it to, but again, that goes on the social level, not a political level. Now, I'm going to make another video in response to this, just to add on a little point where I was talking about control. So, that's it for this video. Peace out.